Hello friends, I'm Grigorio here, and now we'll look on my game against Bassem 201. It's a player from Yemen, and I play this game just before few minutes, and all the computer analysis with 2500 ELO point strength. So he finds 7 inaccuracies, 8 mistakes, and 1 blunder in the game. Of course, we'll not look over the inaccuracies because it will be a pretty long analysis. We'll look on the root mistakes and the blunders here. So I start with the Queen Gambit. He responds with the modern defense. I am pretty familiar with the modern defense because actually I have played a lot of times, and in this game particularly I try to really be more aggressive as much as possible. And now we see 3 pawns in the center. It's very aggressive response to the modern defense. He keeps the main line and of course this was my idea with the h pawn to attack his king, and of course it's very aggressive and very risky. It was a blitz game, 5 minutes, so you could risk this type of games, and the computer showed that this is an inaccuracy here, but however I thought that we will not look for inaccuracies in this analysis. So he responds with developing the knight and attacking the center, because this diagonal he have bishop also, and my d pawn is really threat. So I respond with some tempo and make the exchange, because actually this knight here stop me to push the h pawn on the fifth rank. He retake with the pawn, and now I push the h pawn again with intent to put pressure on the his king side. Of course, he tried to defend with the bishop, but here potentially I could capture this bishop. Exactly, this happened with g4, and no better move for him to just take. Take queen attack the g4 pawn, and I defend it with the bishop. So c6, and mistake here from the computer. What was the right move according to the computer, and the move sequence? I see. Okay, and white has a moderate advantage in this position, but I have overlooked this. So again I continue with the knight to put pressure on to keep this pawn, and to trade this good developed knight. My opponent, he trade the pawn, I take the knight, and develop my queen with the intent to came here to h line and attack the king. Take with the bishop, take with the pawn, take, nothing special here. Yeah, pressure on my e4 pawn. Of course I put another defender, and again attack on my e4 pawn. At this point, it's important for me that the H file is open, so I can perform attacks to the king side of my opponent. Here I really left the pawn and just make a rook. As I see, the computer says nothing, so this means that this is the right move here. And after takes, I place my queen in order, if he moves his queen, I could just mate him. Of course, he pushed the e-pawn, because actually if he didn't, I could take it with the bishop, because actually if he retake with the queen, it's a mate, so he defend the pawn in this way. Anyway, I decide to play this bishop e4, which is again with the idea if he takes, I could mate him. The computer says that this is a mistake. What should I play here? Okay, what is the sequence? Okay, black has a moderate advantage. Yeah, even with the computer, he will beat me in this position. Okay, and what was my mistake here? Oh yeah, he could push the pawn, and then what is the sequence? Yeah, really difficult position. I'm just losing. Okay, and now he's blundering with miss, miss this opportunity. We already see. Yeah, I take this pawn here because it's really unpleasant open file pawn and it's potentially threat. So he put pressure on my bishop because my queen is pinned. I defend the bishop, and again he turned back his queen in the game. And here I really ask for mate, and I keep trying to put pressure on him and not let him to do what he wants. But why this is a mistake? Let's say according to the computer I should play my queen, my king, and defend the bishop and sacrifice my queen. Okay, I don't like this sequence. Maybe it's really better than mine, but of course he's a very strong computer. Okay, why this was mistake? What should? Oh yeah, I lose my bishop, and it. Oh, he is not mate. Yeah, yeah, just nothing. I just he overlooked that he could take my bishop. Me too, of course. I thought that he's mate. It was a bliss game, so okay, I take this pawn here because of course he's really in unpleasant situation. If I could go here with the queen, and it's in mating situation, so he decided to trade queens with Czech. So I don't have a lot of choice, and now we are in the end game where I have the tempo, and of course make a quick exchange because I didn't have a lot of time here. We will grab a few pawns with high speed. Of course, this was the end game, nothing really special and interesting. A few mistakes from his part here and a few pins, so it was just pretty much the end of the game. He lose on time. Of course, he will also lose by the game position. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. For me, Grigor.